Let's talk about trends I've changed my mind about. First, I wanted to talk about I probably fit comfortably. I'm 4 weeks postpartum. I fit comfortably in probably 10% of my closet right now. Your pregnant clothes won't fit when you're postpartum, but your pre-pregnant clothes won't fit. So there's really like a very fine line of what fits. And it is so much easier getting dressed when I have no choices. I'm like actually dressed cute today because I literally didn't have a choice, where if I had access to my full closet, I would have dressed so much more toned down. So I don't know, I want to try, like, let me know if we can do like a video idea or like a week, you know, using 10% of my closet. I've like dumbed down my daughter's toys an insane amount, and she's playing so much better. I'm like, wow, it's crazy how people say those things work and then they actually work, and you're like, this feels insane. But let's get into trends that I've changed my mind about. The first one's actually so funny, and it's bangs. I thought I was gonna have bangs for the rest of my life. I am a firm believer now in your haircut needs to fit your lifestyle. I think I look better with bangs, and I like how I look better with bangs. But right now, with a toddler and a newborn, there's no way that I can do my bangs in the morning. And if I don't do my bangs in the morning, they look like SHIT. So it's almost better for me to just grow them out, deal with this kind of hair for a little bit, and then hopefully by the time the kids are a bit older, I can, you know, have a second to blow dry my hair in the morning. But right now I can't have them. And I feel like before I was like, need to get a haircut that looks good on you and good for your face and not just like following trends. But I think it's more important to have a haircut that you can do every day. So whether that's like you have curly hair and cutting for your curly hair, not cutting for the way it looks straightened. But if you have the time to straighten it every day and think you look better with straight hair, that's fine. Whatever way is gonna like make you feel your best every single day with the time and effort that you have available, that is the haircut for you. So right now, my bangs are gone, they're dead. I miss them, but there's no way. Like, they just look kooky crazy and so much worse, and I feel so much worse with them down. Okay, next thing that I really didn't like when I first saw them were ballet flat Mary Janes. And I feel like the dancer in me didn't like that Mary Janes cut off your foot in the middle. And I feel like I talked about this. When I would tie my point shoe elastics, I would pull it as far back as possible because I wanted my foot to look long. I didn't want that strap to be down the middle and make my foot look choppy. I was very particular about those things. So then seeing the Mary Jane, I'm like, it cuts off the lines of your foot. Don't you guys want your feet to look longer? But I've kind of realized it still looks cute. I feel like I'm desensitized to it, which is a good thing. I think I had a foot dysmorphia because I literally now I have a size 9 shoe, so my feet are long enough. It also cuts off your leg a little bit, or a lot of it. So I used to only like a ballet flat because it didn't have that strap for the Mary Jane does to cut off your leg, but it's not that deep. I think they're really cute. I love a Mary Jane. I have a few pairs and wear them all the time. We'll see what I think about them in a few years. I feel like something though with shoes to be said, especially a ballet flat or a Mary Jane, it's okay to try out the trend, and even a sneaker, because at least for me, I'm someone who wears my shoes to the ground. I know I'm not going to have my ballet flats and my Mary Janes until the end of time. No matter if I took them to the cobbler and, kept getting them repaired, they're gonna die at some point. So a shoe trying a trend, it's not that big of a deal. Like a Doc Marten though, that's gonna last longer than you are. So you better love your Doc Martens. Next thing are button-ups. I was such a firm believer that button-ups looked bad on me, and okay, kind of TMI, but I had bigger boobs in high school because I was on birth control because I was on Accutane. And I didn't like how button-ups looked because I thought them made me look very triangular. And then once I got off birth control, my boobs shrunk, and then I still didn't like button-ups, but I thought they still made me look like a triangle. But there's so many ways to button a button-up now because I wore them before I was pregnant, and I'm wearing them now all the time because they're so easy to breastfeed in. But I feel like if have a bigger chest, leaving them a little bit more undone in the front kind of balances that triangular look. And then if you are more flat-chested, you can button it up more. There's so many ways to wear it. Fitted, baggier. They're just such a classic, timeless piece, and I love an androgynous look, a full androgynous baggy look. I like button-ups now, and I was very, very against them. I like a tighter one too, like in a 90s style. I have a few that I thrifted that I always just feel so cute and put together, and they're so easy to thrift. So if you want to try it out. Next thing I changed my mind about is only buying high-waisted pants or jeans, or only buying high-waist or low-waisted pants or jeans. I feel like when low-waisted was coming back in 2020, I probably said it on camera that I was done with high-waisted. Like, I only like low-waisted jeans now. You need a wide variety in your closet. I talk about it all the time on my channel. You're gonna be so thankful that you have a bunch of different pieces in your closet when you're getting dressed. You don't want 6 of the same pairs of jeans, because when they're not fitting right with a certain top, they're all the same. Try them all on, they're all gonna look the same. Maybe that's like the most flattering jean on you. Sometimes it's not about what's flattering, sometimes it's about what goes, like pieces go together, what fits well. And just changing it up, honestly. Like, I love wearing high-waisted jeans now, and with like a super cropped bra top or a crop top, or even like a t-shirt, a baggy t-shirt, and tucking it in. It's such a different look than a baggy t-shirt and low-waisted jeans, or a baby tee and low-waisted jeans. You need variety. So I'm very big on buying all different types of clothes. I do not want to fit in a mold. I do not want to fit in an aesthetic. I want to try a little bit of everything and have a little bit of everything. As I was talking about how it's so much easier to get dressed with 20% of my closet, but 20% in every piece is different. I don't need my 7 shirts in every color, but it's the same silhouette. I want every shirt to be a different color and every shirt to be a different silhouette. Okay, next thing, freakishly high heels or wedges. I guess they kind of go together, but like a platform heel, I felt like I didn't like them anymore, or even like a super high wedge. I feel like I was done with super high heels, and I was just so into the kitten heel. I was like, I'm never gonna wear a high heel anymore. You need a variety. I've got kitten heels, and those are perfect for certain occasions, and a high heel is perfect for certain occasions. I have these blue wedges that are the cutest shoes in the world, and made me re-fall in love with wedges. They're so aggressively high. They're like not trendy, they're not trending, they're not my style, but I wear them all the time because they're cute. Okay, with that, wedges and no platform, especially in high school, I remember thinking wedges without like a front platform were fugly, sorry. I just couldn't understand why you would want to wear wedges without like them being super high and a bit of a platform at the front. But now I think a low wedge is so cute. I specifically have been on the lookout for a like clear pair. I've been on the lookout for a clear pair of like a lower sandal wedge. I think that they're so pretty. They elongate the leg. Like, this is what I mean. I want to mix. I want some pieces that are flattering for my body and some pieces that do nothing for my body but everything for my heart and soul. Yeah, I think, and like a clear wedge like that, especially with an outfit like this where I've got like gingham and this kind of like knit, it feels very country, very picnic. If I had like a clear wedge, I'll put a picture of what I mean on screen, it would like add this modern twist to it, and then I could have a more modern bag, and then I feel like that's my style. And I think that I've been realizing too, like, mixing these pieces and creating your style at the end of the outfit more beneficial to me than looking at a piece and thinking it's my style, because how the heck is Zara gonna know that like a piece is exactly my style and it's sitting there on the hanger? You know what I mean? Like, brands are making clothes for a giant amount of people. Nothing is going to be exactly your style, but taking the pieces, putting them together with things, that creates your style. It's not a piece that's your style. I don't know if that makes sense. I was looking at this this pot I have in my house. I got it from Ollie's discount center, and I literally got it because it was $10 and it was a big pot for like a plant, and I needed one for outside. And for outside, I'm kind of like, who cares? For inside, if I need to find something for my house, whether it's an ottoman, a couch, a rug, I spend years and hours and so long looking for the perfect piece. And I look at this yellow pot. I would never buy it online. I would never even look twice at it, but I love it in here because there's something like a little bit off about it where it doesn't really go with my style. And I feel like that's what I need to do more in my closet, is like be okay with trying kind of like a weird piece. Is this gonna work? And like, you need that piece to create a good outfit. I don't know, like I always talk about, you know, when you can just tell somebody went on Princess Polly and bought a full outfit, and then they're wearing it that day. Nothing is unique about it. Nothing feels like you. Nothing has that texture, that depth that we need. Okay, I'm rambling. Sorry. I missed you guys. Next thing I've changed my mind about is everyday jewelry and statement jewelry. I feel like I was such a one or the other. Again, like, I'm realizing now that it's okay to change my mind and it's okay to not be confident in what I'm saying even. Like, some days I like to wear just minimal, no jewelry. Sometimes I'm wearing no jewelry, period. And then other days I want to like stack it on and wear a bunch and wear like a big statement necklace or big statement earrings. It's just switching it up. And that's what I think people who have memorable style and just like a good sense of self and fashion, they're able to do that and switch it up and make everything look good. It's the people who wear the same thing all the time. It's kind of like, okay, like, you just saw that on Pinterest and you copied it. It feels like that, not saying they necessarily did. Personal style, but I literally cannot remember what I was trying to say there. We've been doing 1 hour stretches at night, so if my brain is not functioning, that's why. Life with a newborn is no joke ever. Okay, and the last thing was a trend I talked about in my summer trends video, and that's wrap tops. I think wrap tops and like wrap dresses and just that silhouette are gonna be so big this summer and fall and winter, honestly, going into sweaters even. I used to despise them, and I think I despised them because I thought they made my boobs look big. Sorry we're talking so much about boobs, but in high school I didn't like having big boobs, mostly because I was trying to be a ballerina and can't have those two things together. You totally can. Now, a wrap top, breastfeeding friendly, adore. And also, I kind of don't care what my body looks like in clothes. I care what clothes look like on my body. As I'm hunched back in the mirror. That's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stuff I've been thinking about since I haven't been able to wear my clothes and get dressed and honestly like feel like a human. It's nice when I have filming days and I kind of put myself a little bit together because I'm like, okay, we're getting closer to some normalcy, which feels good. But I love you guys absolute most, and I'll see you in a few days.